Hello, BodySlams podcast viewers. I'm your host, Chio Frost, and I am here live from Ridgefield Park, New Jersey, at the Knights of Columbus. And as you see, this is not quite our usual setup. I'm usually in the man cave downstairs in the basement broadcasting, but we are in the Pro Wrestling Magic wrestling ring. And as you see, everything's pretty much set up. We got our man Xander back there setting up the lighting. That's right, Ray's Lighting. If you ever need him, book this kid. He's great, you know, for all your live pro wrestling events. Give him a shout out, hit him up, see what his price range is. Hey, quality is everything, so you don't want to miss out. And you know what? I got a special guest sitting right next to me. For yous that don't know, our man, the legendary vet himself from all over what, New Jersey and Pennsylvania and whatever.
Well, from Atlantic City, but yeah, wrestled all over the place.
Yeah, he's there. He's just there.
Except for any big companies.
Mr. Joey Image.
Morning.
How's it going, brother?
Morning. Thank you for inviting me down for this, man. This is awesome.
I'm sorry. As I'm sitting here, I'm gonna plug away that we
are on Twitch as well.
Live.
I need to go on my own Twitch and re-host.
Oh yeah, most definitely. So people, if you're out there viewing and watching, please do not hesitate to share this out to your friends, your family, your compadres, everybody out there. So, and there, I think I'm done for the sharing part. And hopefully all of our crew members at Guerrero Sports shares it out too as well. And speaking of Guerrero Sports, let me give a shout out to our whole team. We're pretty much hitting every day of the week with some kind of show, whether it's Philly sports talk, combat MMA stuff, or pro wrestling. We're hitting it all, like hockey, football, baseball, soccer, basketball. You know, our team is going through it. But let me give you that rundown, everyone. On Mondays, you can check out the Sullivan Squad at 6 p.m. On Tuesdays, the Old School Show at 6:30 p.m. The Combat Misfits on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Thursday Night Slam, which is us here at the BodySlams podcast, every other Thursday at 9:05. And why do we do 9:05? Because Classic, it used to be 6:05, but it's 6:05 on the West Coast. So that's why we do 9:05.
Yep.
But yeah, you can catch us bi-weekly on Thursday nights, which just so happens this Thursday night we have Amber Rodriguez. I hope I didn't butcher that, because my I tried to roll the R's off the so, but Dennis, if you're watching and I messed that up, please give me a shout out, tell me how much I suck. But anyway, back to our list. Everyone knows our Scrapple Boys are on hiatus right now, but they will be back eventually. The Gobbler Inc. Sundays at 9 a.m. The Combat Misfits at 10 a.m. and Breakfast and BodySlams, which you're watching right now, at 11 a.m. That's right. And don't forget about our pop-up pipe bombs. Can happen anytime, anywhere, with anyone. So, and one more thing, I'd like to give a shout out to our podcast affiliates out there. The Tornado Tag Podcast, the 2300 Wrestling Podcast, Backstabbers Pro Wrestling Podcast, and all the way live from Puerto Rico, Conversación de Lucha Libre. That's right. But right now, I don't see any of my homeboys jumping in. All right, wait, hold up. And we got Dennis Reaper saying he is in the build. I'm looking around.
I would like to see Dennis Reaper.
I would like to see him show up magically, just pop up. But as you can see him, he's on our screen.
Magically, Pro Wrestling Magic.
Yeah,
I like that.
If you look over here, he is in the building. He's on our screen right there. Welcome, Dennis. But yeah, he's doing his thing. Today's my day. we don't see the better Bernard, the Saint Bernard, Mikey.
There's a guy back there though walking around.
I sent him the link to jump in, but he's probably busy doing something. DB Richards, all the way from the 2300 Wrestling Podcast, giving us a shout out. And don't forget, and Joey Image is giving a shout out too from his own phone too. Why he's at it? Hey, what the hell? I'm like,
I didn't know you could do
hey,
that.
do you know that guy?
That's amazing. All right, I don't need this then. Jeez.
Last night we were here in Ridgefield Park at the Knights of Columbus, and Pro Wrestling Magic threw on one hell of a charity show that night.
Yeah.
Like it was packed with a lot of great action, hard hitting, and we had some surprises that came about. We got to see Donovan defend his
did he drop the mic part?
His junior.
Because the last time I saw him, he was still Mike Donovan.
Well, yeah, I believe so.
I haven't been.
He's just Donovan now.
I haven't been to a live show that I didn't work on since April of 2019, which was in this building for Pro Wrestling Magic. And then the last show that I went to that I worked on was February of 2020, right before the pandemic hit. So it's been 2.5 years for me since I've been to an event before last night, and it was awesome. And I can't wait to come back tonight.
Yeah, tonight they got their event Underdogs, but Donovan, he defended his junior championship against Robert Martyr.
Yes, who was
that's my first time seeing Mr. Martyr.
Me too. You know what happened? I don't know if you know the situation with him, but he was booked elsewhere and didn't find out until he got here, until he landed on Friday that the show was canceled.
Oh, the other event.
Yeah. So he had nothing to do. He was like, I'm stuck here. He tweeted it out. I'm stuck here, got here, whatever.
Well,
kind of the show's canceled. So Pro Wrestling Magic respectfully reached out to him and said, look, we have 2 events this weekend if you'd like to come down and make up for that missed payday, that missed booking. And obviously he accepted and he debuted last night, and it was awesome. Oh, Flex. Wow,
Mr. Flex Wheeler chiming in all the way from Calgary, Alberta,
I don't
Canada.
even know if he remembers me. I haven't seen Flex in a very, very long time. But yeah, so Martyr was here, I believe, from what's flying around here. I'm Italian. There's bugs
hey, forget about it.
Yeah, so I think he's from California. So he was out here this weekend, and again, Pro Wrestling Magic kind of I don't want to say saved his ass, but they took care of him.
No, I noticed. I heard through the grapevine that there was a lot of cancellations for other people's shows as well.
I only heard about that one that he was booked on. I didn't know about any other ones.
Yeah, apparently there was multiple ones that were canceled. So I'm
never a good thing.
Probably not in this area, but just around the general PA, New York.
I think the worst part about it was that he didn't know till he landed. And he's already here, was gear and everything. So thankfully, Pro Wrestling Magic picked him up, put him in the ring, and he debuted last night. He's working. I think he's wrestling again tonight.
Yeah, and, he's on,
and he was awesome.
Yeah, he's taken on Vinny Pacifico.
Oh, that will be good. I liked watching Vinny's match last night, and that's gonna be good tonight.
Yeah, we also got to see the returning of Crowbar last night.
Yeah, well. I saw him in the ring. I didn't get to hang out with him and take a picture with him or nothing though. But he was real good. One thing didn't make sense to me in that match, but whatever.
But it is what it is. You know, it's entertainment for the fans. The talent is out here performing for the fans. They're not performing for the boys.
Yeah.
So for any of you young kids out there,
I think maybe somebody paid off the referee or something maybe last night, because there was one point in the match
by hook or crook.
There was one point in the match where Crowbar did a German suplex onto the chair.
Yes,
on Trey Felipe. You know, while he was holding him in the chair together, did it.
Well, the ref
like
did seem a little biased because he took the chair. He let the chair go for
that move.
For one, but not the other.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
But later on, he took the chair away from Crowbar. He can't do that. That's not legal. And I'm like, but he just used it 5 minutes ago, and the ref didn't take it. He just watched it, and then once the move was done, he grabbed the chair and put it outside the ring. I'm like, come on, man. See, who's paying the ref here?
See, right now we got a couple screens going here, and I noticed like we're clear on this, but on my live broadcast one over here, it's a little fuzzy. But you know what? we work with what we work with because we're working off of Wi-Fi here live, so it's not like we have a direct connect like we usually do.
As long as
so bear with us, listen to us, because at the end of the day, when you go to BodySlamsPodcast.com, you can jump over to our listen section. So if you're on the go, whether you're in the car or in the gym or whatever, you can listen on Spotify, Apple iTunes.
In the gym is someplace I haven't been in years.
There's a bar called Gym.
All right.
The Gym. There you go.
I've been in Jim's saloon. Yes.
So anyway, you can listen on your mobile device if you want to our shows. So that way you don't have to look at us.
Oh my God, look at these gray beards.
Yes.
I can't. Sorry. Sorry to cut you off.
Dennis is telling us the video is pretty clear. Thank you, Dennis.
Excellent.
Much appreciated.
As long as the video's good and the audio's not choppy or nothing, then we should.
I'm happy that you're having a nice day with your daughter. That's the reason why you couldn't be here today, because hey, we have families. We do have lives outside of wrestling and podcasting, and as fathers, that's the kind of stuff we do. We be daddies.
I'm a dog father. I don't have any kids.
A dog father?
A pet father, yeah.
Okay, well,
animal father.
Well, I got my newest son not too long ago, Andre the Guinea. You probably saw a picture of him. He actually has the markings like Andre the Giant singlet. That's why I named him that. And he was the biggest one. So
Andre the Guinea.
But yeah, it was a whole host of matches last night. One of the matches that caught my eye,
still
good. All right. Well, yeah, we were there for a little bit. We lost, but it was only a couple seconds. But it could be edited out though later on at a future date. But yeah, one of the things that stood out to me was the Billy Dixon against Jay George match, where all hell broke loose in that match.
I'd never seen either one of those guys before, and Jay George's entrance is brilliant. I loved it.
Yeah.
First of all, I think they were first after intermission, because during intermission when you grabbed me and like, hey, come back here, and I went backstage and I saw the red carpet and I'm like, wait a minute, that wasn't here the whole time, was it? How did I miss it on every other match? And then I saw Jay George's entrance. I'm like, oh, I get it now, and it was brilliant with his assistant coming out first. Like, this next scene will be blah blah blah. That's so cool. It's super original.
And then during the match, he's making sure his crew, hey, are you getting this shot? Make sure you got the right angle.
His this and that, the clapboard and everything. Oh, it was awesome. Oh, that is entertainment.
I got someone trying to jump in the room here. He's checking us out. Mr.
Oh my God,
Dennis Reaper.
It's D Reap.
D Reap. Wow, that's new. Thanks, Joey.
I know. I
appreciate the love.
Dude, I haven't seen you in years, man. How the hell are you?
I'm alive. I'm alive. Yeah. Last time we saw each other, I want to say was when I did the TNA security role in Bethlehem.
Oh my God, I forgot all about that. Yeah. I was thinking. Geez, when we did the high class, the HCW stuff at the Ed Ferrara, whatever, the Ferrara Center in Hazleton or whatever. Was it that long ago?
My God, that was a while.
Yeah,
that's going back.
Might have been since then. Yeah, I forgot about the TNA thing. That's right.
Yeah, I did not expect for you to jump in the room. I thought you were spending the day with your daughter, which you are, right?
Well, we just left breakfast.
Okay, that's
now.
good.
Now we're gonna go bowling.
All right.
So
yeah,
we're doing breakfast and body slams. He's doing breakfast and bowling.
Yeah, breakfast and bowling.
Yeah,
I like that.
And not only that, if you notice here, Dennis, my man is representing JoJo Photos.
Yeah,
man.
I known this chick a long time. She's pretty good. She's no Eric Pinhead, but she's good. She's getting there.
She's right.
She's getting there.
Yeah,
Dennis Reaper is one of those guys that I talk to online as often as I can, but I haven't seen in person in a dog's age, which I think means 7 years.
Yeah. Now, Dennis, last night was AEW Full Gear, and I believe you went to the movie theaters to catch that, didn't you?
I did go to the movie theater right for this one. Wow. So me and Nina dipped out right when the Inner Circle match was happening because we were falling asleep. It was a long day. Like, don't get me wrong, the pay-per-view is great. to an extent. But we were so tired. Like, I dozed off a little bit during Adam Cole and the Young Bucks, and I kind of came back to after Adam Cole went through a table, and that was when I woke up.
I didn't even see that. I fell asleep much earlier than that.
Yeah,
but we were tired before then.
Yeah, how was I guess what the meet and greet that was supposed to be there? Did a lot of people show up for this broadcast of it in the theater, or was it the theater kind of empty?
They talked to some people.
Wait, there was a meet and greet at the movie theater?
Yeah, so what happened was Outbreak partnered with a movie theater in Wyomissing. Really short notice though.
Okay.
So it wasn't like something that was really planned for like weeks or months in advance. The movie theater dropped the ball on that to an extent because they didn't know if they were going to get I guess they had to buy an adapter to where they can stream it through the movie theater system and audio. So they only got it that week. So it was very thrown together.
Gotcha. Yeah, like me, I had to stream off. I was at the hotel, so I had to stream off to the hotel's Wi-Fi, which was pretty good, decent. And just like you, I got a little tired towards the end. I had to rewatch the Hangman and Omega match in the morning time before I left the hotel, so I managed to do that. I watched everything else except the Cody and Pac match, the tag match, and the Baker and Conti match, because apparently Domino's out here, they don't know how to hire drivers, because we ordered the stuff online and then they call us up and tell us, hey, we don't have no drivers. So I had to drive and I missed 2 matches.
So we didn't watch we were trying to watch the Inner Circle match on the way home on my phone, but the lag was just so horrible in cell service. And by the time we got home, we were exhausted, and I was like, we got to get up early to get the munchkin and get a shower and stuff. So we just went to bed.
Okay.
So I still got to watch the main event.
What's your thoughts on
the Inner Circle? Was with the 505?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even see that. I fell asleep way earlier than that.
Yeah. We were both busy. A lot of talent.
Yeah.
Some went out to the bar and watched it, I guess, at a certain place.
Yeah.
Some were trying to stream it because they wasn't home. So whether they got to watch it or not, it's iffy. But what's your thoughts on the MJF Darby Allin match?
That was the match of the night. Match of the goddamn night. Oh my dude. That was, in my opinion, the pinnacle of both of their careers.
I love the how it ended when
yes I'm gonna beat him with a headlock takeover.
Exactly. and he but prior to that he clocked him with the ring.
With the ring, yeah.
But he said headlock takeover. He
didn't specify on how he was gonna win it by that way. He just said, I'm gonna beat him with a headlock takeover. And it was beautiful. Like, it was everything was put together so well. So my hat's off to them.
Takeover promo. I didn't see the promo, but I heard them talking about it on a commentary, and I was like, this must have been like a thing I just missed. And then when he did it, you know what else? You know what? I loved when he did it and he hooked the leg.
Yeah.
That was, I don't think I've ever seen that before. I don't know how. It seems so simple, but I've never seen it or thought of it, I guess. But, that was awesome.
It's like MJF is constantly saying, he's better than you, and you know it, and especially like we all know who that's directly mainly to, and that's the man over with the up there at the big leagues, the Miz,
Yep.
So he is AEW's Miz, which technically I'm not gonna call him he's AEW's Miz. He's way beyond the Miz right now. Because
look, I'm a huge fan of the Miz, right? I've been a fan of the Miz since he came on to the TV from the real world.
Me too.
But MJF is in another world.
He
is in a totally new world. Like I don't think there's anybody been as good as MJF. MJF's that good on the microphone, you can hate him or love him in seconds.
Yeah.
When Miz came out, no one knew if they liked him or hated him yet. MJF comes out, he has you hate him.
I would not want to I would not want to go word for word for him on the mic.
I was gonna say I'd be afraid of him going to WWE because I think they would hurt him. They would ruin him.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he'd be destroyed.
They would water
He'd be
him down.
destroyed.
That's
Like, look what they did
He'd
to-
be way too watered down.
Look what they did to Korean Cross and Keith Lee. Like, I'm just going to throw two names right out there in the bat, and they just got released. Like, they ruined them, bringing them up to the main roster.
Actually,
Triple H had a better vision for him.
You know what? Speaking of Keith Lee, that was, I think, the last time I was in this building before last night was Keith Lee worked on the show. And Leo Rush.
Oh, wow.
That's how long
Leo Rush can... Listen.
Everybody has their own different opinions of Leo Rush.
I'm not a big fan. I don't know.
Me neither.
I don't know why. I'm just not I don't know.
I'm going to say, okay, I'm not a fan of him, but I do respect that he has skills, he has ability, and he's signed for a reason. You know.
Look, here's my thing with him, crap, and this is professional reasons. He's a great athlete, but as soon as he gets boo-boo, he retires.
Yeah.
Okay, you can't play that I got a boo-boo, I'm going to retire stuff. I have to take care of my family, and then come back out of retirement because your boo-boo's healed up. Like, knock it off, grow a set. We're professional wrestlers. We get hurt. It happens. It's part of the game. We all signed up for it.
Are we booking Leo Rush versus Dennis Reaper right here?
I don't know, but I will book this right now. We have another analyst. We like to call our guys not analysts.
Wow.
We call ourselves analysts.
Is it Billy Gunn?
Well, because he overslept.
Yeah, the better Bernard, the Saint Bernard. Mikey, thanks for joining us. Took you long enough, brother.
23 minutes later.
Thanks, fellas.
I know.
Yeah, right.
but yeah, back to the whole Leo Rush thing. Like, I like personally wise, I think he's a great person. He's a great family man. He has, a lot of good things going for him professionally wise.
But you know what?
I have respect for his in-ring ability, but that's about it.
Dennis, I'm sorry. I'm going to cut you off right now because you know what? We're not talking about WWE. We're talking about AEW.
I know. I'm talking about Leo Rush.
Leo Rush is an AEW
well,
so we're good.
Yeah, you're right. My bad.
I was about to say, Leo Rush is in AEW.
But he wasn't on the pay-per-view, so...
I don't know.
It's because he was supposed to be, though. He was supposed to be on the pay-per-view.
He just had a death in his family, yeah.
He did.
Hello? You still there?
No, go ahead.
Oh, no. I was going to let you finish up before I jump into the next match. Because
next match.
Next match. Okay. Mikey, match number 2. It was the Lucha Brothers taking on FTR, which you finally woke up to join us. Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, and then I told you the friggin' Lucha Brothers are going to win.
Wait, did
I told you? I mean, FTR was definitely impressive.
I fell asleep in the beginning of this match, and
we
woke
all
up
fall
at
asleep.
the
We're
end.
all old.
But did FTR have the green mask on for the
They
finish?
tried it at the
end.
So then I don't know if I was dreaming or if I saw that.
No, you're not.
Yeah, they tried to pull the hooker crook and it didn't work.
They tried to do a Killer Bees. That's what they tried to do.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God, there's a tag team from the past.
They called that on commentary last night.
Yeah,
that's
I remember.
The funny part.
I remember one of them came in the ring and Jim Ross said, "Oh, that's so and so. You can see the hair come out of the back of the."
Yes.
I remember that. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
And that was right there towards the end.
Okay.
Yeah, but how many teams have done that? I mean, look how many times the Usos have done that. What was the tag team that they had? Little El Torito, the Matadors. They tried doing that.
Los Matadores.
Remember? Yeah, Los Matadors. They tried to do all that.
Yo, I just came up with a brilliant gimmick just from saying that.
Oh, shit.
We need to get like 3 smoking hot Mexican strippers and call them Los Taco Bells, but Bells, like Southern Bells, and they could be a tag team or a stable or whatever.
They be all like, they can ring my bell. How many guys are going to say they can ring my bell?
Their mascot could be a little chihuahua.
That humps their leg when they're on the outside.
With a squeaky toy, a taco squeaky toy in his mouth.
I'm sold. I'm in.
Oh, jeez.
Book it.
Do it all perverted like.
Dennis Reaper's like, this guy's an idiot.
No, that would be the Gobbler.
yeah, most definitely.
That's the
yeah.
gobbler.
Pat would walk down the ring eating the tacos.
And speaking of gobbler, you know, Wawa has that turkey gobbler back. You know, I'm sorry, I got off track here. You said gobbler, and I'm thinking of the Thanksgiving stuff at Wawa because I love Wawa.
That turkey and gravy, that turkey and gravy sandwich at Wawa is delicious.
Cheap plug for Wawa.
Turkey and gravy.
Give us some endorsements.
I usually get the turkey bowl. I gotta try the turkey and gravy thing. That sounds real good.
It's good. But yeah, so Mikey, what's your honest opinion about the match? On a scale of 1 to 10, did they deliver to you as a fan?
I know Domino's didn't deliver last night.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, I mean, there's a FTR, of course, with their high-flying spots here and there. But I felt it was entertaining.
The thing I like was I'm sorry, Mikey. The tribute to Eddie Guerrero when FTR tried to pull off the Three Amigos, got cut off. Penta started doing the Three Amigos. He was doing the little shimmy. Phoenix, he got the tag before Penta hit the third one. He did his little shimmy. So he hit the Three Amigos. Phoenix
and the
comes
frog
up
splash.
top rope. Yep, with the frog splash.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and the front. I was gonna say the frog splash is the ultimate tribute.
So there was a lot of people last night. If you didn't notice, if you picked up the little clues as you were watching it, you caught those little hints of where they were giving acknowledgement to other people, whether they were mocking them or they were paying tribute.
Did you see the Rock tributes?
Yes.
No.
MJF's gear.
Oh, the blue? Okay.
Yes, with the tassels on the bottom of the old school when the Rock. Yep.
I saw that. I didn't know what the reference was, but I knew
that was for the Rock.
I don't think I've ever seen him wear tassels before. Okay.
Yeah, no, that was all for the Rock. And then the one guy sitting with Taz in that booth was dressed as the Rock with the glasses and the T-shirt.
Was that Ricky Starks?
I think so. I'm about 100% sure that's who that was, but I couldn't really tell.
Was that supposed to be a honoring of the Rock, or was it supposed to be mocking of all the three?
No. I think they were paying.
I'm going to say it's honoring tribute.
I think it's doing the tributes because the WWE has been doing a bunch of stuff for the Rock.
That's what I'm
saying. So I think a bunch of the guys in AEW got on it. Probably, but at the same time, maybe not.
Are they trying to write coattails?
Hey,
is that what it is?
Maybe.
Just a heads up. Everyone in the chat room who's watching, we do have the comment and question board open. So if you watched AEW last night, please chime in with your thoughts or questions for us here or whatnot, or just sit back and relax and enjoy the rest of the show. But yeah, we like to hear from you, the fans who are watching us. So please chime in with your thoughts or questions about AEW Full Gear or any other thing that we talk about here as we're live.
Or Wawa,
I'm gonna grade that tag match like a B. I'm gonna give them a B. Like I saw the grades last night for I think it was Mentor or whatever, Dave, Meltzer, and he gave MJF and them a B plus, and I'm like, that was an A all day long. I'm sorry. I give them an A plus because the other there's another match they got an A that came second to them, which was a match I was expecting to be just as good as it came out to be. So
I just spotted this. We got a referee Dylan Quinn chime in. He loving the set. Of course, we're here live in the ring. So, but up next they had Bryan Danielson taking on Miro. Do you think
that was a classic AEW match?
I was thinking myself personally, Miro was gonna go over in that and redeem himself for his.
So did I.
His God.
So I didn't see all this, but
of course you didn't see. You fell asleep.
I didn't see all of it. I saw some of it. I saw him in with the camel clutch, whatever he calls it. But I'm putting money on the fact there was at least one Daniel Bryan reference or mention.
I'm sure there was because I wasn't really paying attention too much of the commentary.
I'm assuming Jim Ross said at least one time.
No. The fans started chanting Daniel Bryan, and Miro started laughing in the ring. You see him turn his head, go.
Yeah.
And it was so good. Like you could tell, like these fans were like, I was excited for this match because when they did face each other before in another company, there was a great match. You know, now they're both able to do what they want to do. Miro's lost a lot of weight. He's gotten in the best shape of his life.
Super lean, man. He looks real good.
I expected it to be an amazing match, and they delivered. The first 3 matches so far have delivered every ounce of energy you could expect on a big card.
That match at some point.
Yo, yes, and the ending of that match, the knockout on Miro
was insane.
Yeah, from off the top rope, and then he did.
Yeah, I thought he was actually. Well, he barely got the second one. I think Miro was out.
What was the finish?
It was a top rope DDT, but it was an awkwardly done move.
It looked ugly. It looked so ugly that like I literally thought he was knocked out regardless.
Yeah, I got.
Yeah, because when Danielson decided to put him into a headlock for another DDT, he just
and the thing is they
threw him into a
right
submission.
Away.
They called it instantly.
Yeah,
so I think they even thought he was out.
Yeah, I think they called it for safety reasons, for just in case they did call it right away. So,
yeah, because it looked like Miro was out cold.
Yeah, which is understandable.
Oh, dude, if I was a referee in that match, I would have called it myself. I don't care who would have got mad at me.
Now, gentlemen, the next match was literally a barn burner. You probably didn't see it because you probably fell asleep.
I think I was probably still asleep at this point.
That 6-man tag between Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, and Christian taking on the team of Adam Cole and the Young Bucks.
I'm sorry.
That was hellacious. Yo, I swear to God.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's use Jim Ross's words.
Right now, if you notice, when Jungle Boy won, he hit the concerto onto Matt Jackson.
No, thank you, madam.
As you can tell,
Daddy,
I can. Hey, Dennis, I can hear your daughter. I can hear all that.
Hold on.
It's all right. Hey,
Braylon.
Nina.
Say hi. You're live on the internet. Just wave.
Hi.
She's like, I don't want to say hi.
Hi, Nina.
Hello.
Tia says hi, Nina. Yeah, we got to the bowling alley. So.
All right. So I guess you're gonna get out of here then.
I'll stay in the chat. And chime in through the chat. So, but Mikey, don't drop the ball. You got this.
No pressure.
No pressure at all.
All the pressure.
Sounds good. We got
no pressure.
Well, Joey's taking over for me. You got Joey. You're good.
Power to Mikey. All
right, guys.
All right, peace. Have a good day.
Hey, I gotta ask, why does Jim Ross constantly call him Jungle Boy Jack Perry? I know that's his name.
Because they started doing that back. Okay, here's what happened.
But nobody calls him that anymore, though. It's just Jungle Boy.
Well, here's the thing: is he
doesn't say the Rock
true.
The reason why he started using his name Jack Perry along with it, because at the time when he started doing it, it was when his father passed away.
Right.
So they did,
But that's like
everybody
2 years ago now,
so
or a
he
year and
just
a half.
continues to do it.
I know, it's
here's
weird.
the thing: what if Jungle Boy wants to stop doing the Jungle Boy gimmick? Everyone will still know him as Jack Perry then.
I guess. It just seems weird.
Because sometimes you morph and you grow out of those certain characters.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a boy no more. I'm a grown-ass man.
Well, the Young Bucks are still
young.
Well,
yeah, Young Bucks are Young Bucks. They,
I'm not a fan of theirs at all.
Yeah, so. But, back to that match of when he delivered the concerto on the Matt Jackson. Thing was, like, I did not see him pinning Adam Cole.
I think that's the only thing I saw, actually.
You know why? Because they're letting that build up, that hatred, that build up between Adam Cole and Jungle Boy for the blow off match when it actually comes about. I thought the match was over, honestly, when Adam Cole came off the lighting rafters.
And, I didn't see that.
Yeah, he came off and he delivered the Panama Sunrise, that flipping DDT.
Oh,
the flipping power driver.
Yeah. I did see that part.
Yeah, I thought it was done there. And then you seen what Luchasaurus with that dive off the stage.
I don't think I saw that
Man, dude,
I gotta go back and watch.
You have to go back and watch this match. You missed. He did. I believe he did.
That shooting star pressed.
Yes, I was just about to say that. He hit a springboard
Luchasaurus off the stage onto the. Okay, I saw that
earlier in the ring. He hit a springboard shooting star
Right.
to the outside.
Okay, that I didn't see.
You gotta watch
and
it.
the crowd's like, holy shit.
Between the time we're done and tonight's show starts, I'll have watched it and I'll report back to you.
Now, I know he didn't see these matches here, these other matches.
I'm not a Young Bucks fan.
I'm guilty for this, Mikey. I'm guilty because, like I said, I had delivery issues with my food, so I had to jump out and get it. So I missed the Cody Rhodes and Pac match versus Malachi Black and Andrade, as well as Britt Baker taking on Ty Conti. So you need to fill us in on both of those matches yourself. Take it away, buddy. And you might want to back up away from your camera. There you go, because we're getting that nice.
Yeah, I know. Let me fix my setup a little bit.
Yeah. While he's fixing his setup, look down below. You see all our links for Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Simply go to BodySlamsPodcast.com. You can follow us on all those social medias right there. Right now, I might be trying to get a TikTok, but I don't know how to use that.
I just made one last week.
I don't even know how to use
the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
So I'm looking for anybody young out there who knows how to do this shit and they want to become a part of our podcast team, and they can give us the old guys show us the ropes on how to be cool in your day and age. So please help us out. We need all the help we can.
There's 3 videos on my TikTok. Go like all of them. TikTok.com/JoeyImageTV. They're all stupid.
Speaking of,
I don't understand how to use. Same thing with Snapchat. I don't understand the point of Snapchat.
Plug you just did.
Yeah.
Where else can people find Joey Image?
Joey Image TV on all platforms. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, user. I would say username.
No .com where you can.
No, I got rid of that because I do everything on Facebook. So
watch you.
But Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. I think it's just Joey Image. I don't know. TikTok is Joey Image TV.
Snapchat and TikTok's a paperweight to me right now.
Yeah, I think that's it. I don't know. JoeyImage@gmail.com. I don't know. Just follow me everywhere, man. I'll give you a free shirt if you.
Ooh.
Well, all right. I don't know what to say. I'm not going to say
that free shirt. Joey is giving out.
There's another one. ProWrestlingTees.com/JoeyImage. Thanks.
He's that image guy.
Yes, sir. You can get that Image Guy T-shirt at ProWrestlingTees.com/JoeyImage. I got 10 shirts up there. All you got to do is buy one of each.
There you go. One of each.
They're $20 a piece. They're 10 awesome designs. I think 3 or 4 of them were made by a buddy of mine, Alex, who just happened to send me a picture and say, "Hey, you want to use this?" I'm like, "That's great." So you'll dig all of them. You'll get a lot of the pop culture references in there.
You know who I just got 2 t-shirts? Actually, I got 3 t-shirts from. Matt Turner.
Wow, he hasn't given me anything.
I got some. Well, I actually ordered one from him, and he sent me 2 more.
Nice.
So I'm like, sweet.
I just got a Masha.
There you go.
I didn't get it yet, but I just ordered a Masha shirt the other day, so I'm looking forward to getting that.
All right. So Mikey,
now
that you're adjusted,
Andrade and Malachi Black versus Pac and Cody Rhodes. Oh, it was a good match. I thought for a minute there that Andrade and Malachi were going to take it because it was back and forth, but just the way the match was going, like Malachi Black, his some of the music he was doing.
You're breaking up there. It's either your train of thought. I see you see yourself.
Yeah, I know.
Sleepy's out of your eyes.
Yeah.
You gotta stop going to bed so late.
Oh God, last night was a rough night. I don't even want to talk about that.
If it's a little bit hard to try to describe them, we can skip over and go back and watch them again. I definitely want to watch them again, because right now I can't have a proper discussion with you because I didn't watch it or Joey watched it.
Yeah.
So we can't really sit here and go and feedback back and forth.
I can say one thing though that references this match. I think the name Pac is not a good ring name.
Bastard Pac.
Yeah, but they say Pac now.
They say Pac now.
I don't understand. So suppose he stops using that name. Is it going to be Unpack?
Like unpacked?
Yeah, I don't get it. What do you do when you get to your hotel? You unpack. I don't get the name unless it stands for something.
Before you know, he's gonna go to Impact Wrestling and call him Impact.
Oh my God, Impact! That's pretty good. It's funny because Impact spells out I am Pack.
Yeah,
Look
but with the T on the end.
Well, you take off the T, it's just Impact.
And
there you go.
And also, like I said, we missed out on Britt Baker and Ty Conti,
which I was looking forward to. Britt Baker,
but I did.
I think Britt Baker is one of the best female wrestlers in the world, and maybe just one of the best wrestlers.
I seen comments,
but during that match, it did kind of look like at first it kind of looked like Tay, because those kicks she was doing to Britt Baker in the corner, those super kicks, she hit them all, and it was kind of, you know what that kind of reminded me of?
Our producer Patrick Bernard is saying, "Hey family," that was earlier, but I'm just seeing it now.
But you know what those kicks, it reminded me of, like Bryan Danielson doing his running jump, knee kicks to the corner and gets the crowd going, because they did the same exact thing. They were like, whoa, like I was like, wow, this is kind of like Daniel Bryan's.
Well, thing is when you have that AEW crowd, you got to look at the difference between the AEW crowd and the WWE crowd. The AEW crowd is a more indie type crowd.
Yeah,
they're more. They are indie crowd on steroids, basically, because no, seriously,
some of them look like they've never seen a steroid
they
in their life.
They are those indie type of crowd fans that really get into it, but they're on a bigger platform. That's why I said on steroids.
Right.
True.
So it's national TV. It's not just you're catching on YouTube or here at the house shows or whatever.
Yeah.
So we got a little lag in this one here. Are you still there, Mikey? You hear us?
He goes.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
It looks like the YouTube is a little bit lagging or whatever.
Yeah,
well,
our pictures are lagging on the screen. You can hear us. I can hear you. So hopefully
the
audio.
Yeah.
Here we go. We're
we're
back
good.
on the screen here. It's lagging just a little bit, but we're all
That's
good.
because we're on Wi-Fi.
Wait. Xander, stop commenting on our podcast and finish the damn lighting. Yeah. That's Xander with raised lighting. He's checking in on us. Like I said, for all you pro wrestling companies out there, if you need some lighting, check out Raised Lighting.
This does seem like a nice podcast.
It does. It's
I'm proud to be here for the first time.
I'm sorry I don't have breakfast here. You had breakfast when you showed up. You got your Dunkin' coffee. I had my coffee at the hotel. They gave me a bullshit continental breakfast.
Yeah, I'm not a coffee guy.
Oh, okay. Well,
continental breakfast in Jersey means a bagel and like you have to do everything
they
yourself.
Had the cereal and stuff like that, but I was hoping to get eggs, but they said not today, not today, only the continental. I'm like,
not today.
Yeah, what the hell?
And
it's a Hilton.
Oh wow, that's
like that behind you. Now I can
weird.
see, I can see if it was a Trump hotel and they want to put nothing out because they're trying to make money and screw the little guys like us. That's different. But a Hilton, I mean, come on.
Yeah, that is kind of strange for
that's very bad.
A hotel with that many stars.
Gentlemen, let's get back on track here. CM Punk taking on Eddie Kingston. I was so fired up. This is the match that I wanted to see.
Yeah,
out of the whole
this
night.
sold the pay-per-view for me.
Yes. Just the fact alone, Kingston. Whenever I run into Eddie, which is not often, he's cool as hell.
Oh, I love that guy.
Yo,
we've both been in many
he's
locker
funny.
rooms
He's
with him.
funny as hell.
Always, what you see on television is exactly what you get in a locker room.
Yeah, most definitely.
I love that guy. I've always been a huge fan
I
of that
so
guy.
badly wanted to see him go over in this.
So this is where, I mean, timing could not have been more perfect. This is where my wife came home from work and woke me up right before this match. When I woke up, they were showing the promos of Punk saying, "Oh, Kingston's like how I used to be," and what you see to get like that video package.
Right.
They were showing that when she woke me up, and then I saw this match and I passed out right after it.
And you know what? I cannot.
So I saw this whole
I
thing.
cannot argue with what Kingston says because there's been countless stories of other people.
Yeah,
when Punk was on the Indies. Yeah, even when he was starting out.
When that promo was on TV, I thought of 2 or 3 guys that I'm like, oh, you know what? So and so used to say this all the time. And I never saw it, so I'm like, maybe he's just
Well,
saying
yes,
that. Maybe something
there's
happened. He
sometimes
just
you-
doesn't like Punk. But I can think of 2 or 3 guys right off the bat whose names I'm not going to mention now, but have said the same thing. When I was, this whatever, when I was in for 3 or 4 years, I was on the show with Punk, and he judged me and blah blah blah, told me I should burn my boots or whatever the hell it was, and I was like, oh wow. So when they did that promo last week on TV, that confrontation, the first time, I was like, wow, that's real. I mean, that's weird because that's legit. I didn't know Kingston was one of those guys, but I'm like, you know what? I know legitimate stories from other people that's happened, so I'm like,
I'm gonna have to.
So I'm like, I wonder if
now here's this coming
What?
from Pat.
Who?
Now from our producer.
No. I'm saying who? Roman Reigns.
Yeah. Here's the thing. What I got to argue with this, Pat. Pat, we're not talking about WWE. We're talking about the AEW.
AEW.
Yeah. So we're gonna disavow you.
But he's right. AEW does not have a plan for Roman Reigns. Or Roman Reigns.
Yeah. Yeah. He's saying.
Yeah, I
dude,
mean,
Pat, we're talking about.
I can't
AEW,
imagine why.
Not WWE. So, but we're here live. Oh, I see my man Mike from where you going, bro? Mike from GoPro Wrestling. He just walked in the door. He's over there. We're live right now, broadcasting. So, hey, you guys can come in, set up. You can jump on camera with us. Feel free. We're shooting the shit. We're talking about AEW Full Gear. We talked about last night's event. We're going to talk about tonight's event too as well. So you do use. If you want to jump in and say hi to everyone out there, feel free to. All right. But yeah, for the whole Kingston thing, like I said, what he's saying is like I ran into Punk the one time when 3PW
Oh wow.
ran by Blue Meanie back then. He was doing a 6-man tag.
Oh wow.
With guys with Super Hente, Shirley Doe, Chris Hero.
Oh my God, these are names. I mean, Hero obviously, but the other two I haven't.
I'm trying to think who were the other ones in the match. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Propane
But it was a
Pro
6-man
Wrestling,
tag,
PPW.
and we did a ring rental for them back then. So we were just chilling after the match or whatever. I during teardown time or whatever. I went up to him and I tried to hey, good match, bro. I really enjoyed it. And it was like it was like blew me off and like whatever, turned his back like
you're
it's like I'm a piece of shit, whatever.
Oh man.
I like what the fuck? I'm like okay, so I will respect his talent in the ring and on the mic and doing this.
Yeah.
But you ain't got to be that way to people.
Yeah, no, like I said,
Yeah,
I know 3
So-
people that he was like that to back in the day. He's never. I've only been in a locker room with Punk twice. The first time was 2004 in JCW in Garfield, New Jersey. He wrestled Homicide. I think it was like June of 04 or maybe 03, one of those. And I forgot his name. I just kept calling him the Pepsi guy all night because of the Pepsi tattoo.
Well, it's like
And I felt bad about that. I felt bad about that. Years later on Twitter, I'm like, hey man, this was me, blah blah blah. And then there was one other time where we were in a locker room together. I don't remember when or where. I remember it was at a different building. I think it may have been at a Ring of Honor show, something like that. I don't know, whatever the fuck, some indie show somewhere. But those are the only two times I was ever in a locker room with him, and he was always really cool to me. Shook my hand. Hey, how are you? How's it going?
well,
blah,
sometimes guys grow, they change, and this and that.
Yeah.
But maybe Kingston is. I don't know if people rubbed him the wrong way.
And
or,
by the way,
or-
one of the 2 or 3 guys that I know of that Punk treated that way was a referee. So it's not even like he was like
well, I know.
trying to do his moves in his.
So
match or whatever.
basically, outside
wasn't
of
a
it,
referee, he was a
he's a
ref.
jerk off.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that. I'm saying he was cool to
I
me
know.
all the time. I just have heard stories.
I know the one time he had his issues with Teddy Hart.
Well, I mean,
and Teddy
everyone.
Hart was
The Harts have issues with Teddy Hart. I mean,
well, yeah, and from my countless of stories I hear from a bunch of different people, from what I hear, the way everyone describes that Teddy Hart would have hands down whooped his ass like he was ready to go.
that's what I've heard.
Yeah,
I heard
and you know what?
I don't know
And
if
I
they
just
went
don't-
outside, but
And I
know
don't
Teddy
hear it
told
from
him,
one person.
"Come
I heard it
outside."
from countless different people of how it would have went down.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm like,
I know.
but we can only take it for a grain of salt.
I know Teddy told
Right.
him, let's take this outside, and I don't know if they actually went outside and slapped around or not or whatever. happened,
No,
but
it didn't get to that point. at
Okay,
all.
okay.
It never
I
got to
assume
that
somebody
point.
would have broken
Yeah.
up right away anyway.
Yeah. But but honestly, that was a great match. It was a great build. Like from the door when Kingston like knocked him the fuck out, but before the bell.
Yeah, I was gonna say he went
like,
right after, right for him. He's start beating the shit out of
the thing that I love the most about this was that confrontation they did last week on TV, because you could tell, even if you don't know any of these stories and you've never been in the locker room with either one of those guys,
even through the match, it was telling a story.
Right.
It was great. It was so real to me. It was real to me.
That's the thing. Last week, you knew it was legit. Like I said, even if you've never been in the locker room with either one of these guys, which we have both a couple times, and or know them personally or whatever, last week's confrontation just made it. There's a lot of stuff on TV. There's a lot of stuff. I'm not a gigantic AEW fan, but there's a lot of stuff they do that looks stupid and phony and childish.
Me personally,
I'm
hoping, I'm praying that they continue this. I hope. I'm praying that they do not stop right there.
Right.
Please continue this.
Right, because up to now, Punk has just wrestled a bunch of one-offs, and that's really
it.
Just to kind of give him, I don't know what, wins or something. But I hope this keeps going as a program, at least for a few months.
See,
I have a feeling it will, just by the way that Kingston, when Punk was like trying to shake his hand, and Kingston was like, "Yeah, whatever," and
yeah, which, like I said, I can see it. I see
think
it
so. What I would like to see, this is just me projecting. I don't know. I'm not saying I know anything inside or whatever, but I would like to see that non-handshake as the start of sort of a mini heel run for Kingston, only with Punk.
Oh yeah.
And then eventually at the end, he finally shakes Punk's hand after a match, and then he's the big baby face. He's the big pop, and he's finally earned Punk's respect, and Punk's finally earned his, and then that's the big pop, and maybe the blow off.
Thing is, what we do a lot of times is, me personally, we do give our perspectives of future. We do try to predict the future of what.
Yeah. So I would like to see that.
I welcome that the way you're saying, the way things could play out.
Right.
We do that a lot here.
Yeah, I would like to see it like that.
That's how we like to analyze.
Awesome, but
what
do I know?
Who are we? We're not booking it.
Right.
But in between here, I forgot to put a match, which was
the Inner Circle.
Yes, the Inner Circle.
And 5 other guys. I don't remember who.
I'm reading a comment in the room. You were saying, Mikey, you watched the Inner Circle match. I did too as well. It was a hell of a match, back and forth. Please, I'm going to read this real quick. Can you comment on that?
I like this comment
about the Inner Circle match, Mikey.
Sorry. Oh well, of course it's always fun to see Chris Jericho and company in the ring. Especially when what's his name had to get in the ring?
Dan Lambert.
Come on. Yes, thank you.
Dan Lambert playing the.
I was laughing. I was like, "Here we go, here we go."
we have
that kind of match is entertaining.
We do I actually like this comment. It came off our Twitch from the Atlanta Thrasher. My bad. I'm sorry. I don't like that they're letting all the WWE guys go undefeated against the AEW guys. It makes their product look weaker, like they had to get the pros in here to help the poor rookies.
2 ways to look at that.
Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, first of all, just on the surface, the way he said it is one way to look at it. The other way to look at it, and again, I've been in the wrestling business since December 1999, so I don't look at things as just a fan anymore. I always look at the business side of things. It's really, and this is not me like saying I'm so great or whatever, but I'm just explaining how my outlook, how I get my outlook or my ideas or whatever. It's very hard for me to watch wrestling as a fan lately. Well, last 20 years or whatever. But the other way I think to look at that would be people, regardless of how down business is, WWE is still beating AEW in the ratings. Maybe not every single week, but overall. So I think people still see WWE as number 1 and AEW as number 2. So people almost expect the WWE guys to beat the AEW guys. So maybe that is a lead up to, or like a predecessor, whatever you call it, prelude, whatever the word is. A preface. That's a good word for it. Jesus, I had to go through 4 words to get there. But maybe that's some sort of like preface to, okay, these WB guys beating the AEW guys, but then the AEW guys are getting stronger, and then eventually they're going to beat all the WWE guys to kind of put AEW over the competition. I don't know if any of that made any sense. In my mind, it makes sense, but a lot of stuff doesn't.
I see it as two ways, as you said, two ways.
I don't know
see two ways.
Thrasher knows
as far
what I mean.
as people probably fan wise, and plus me, look at it as, and there was arguments online about this.
No
them
way.
Bringing in the WWE guys, it's like WCW all over again.
Oh yeah,
when they start buying them up.
Same thing.
Now,
TNA. It was almost like early TNA.
Then a lot of people say WCW 2.0.
But then you gotta look at it at this part too. Okay, you have the stars that AEW are building,
right?
Which is like the newer, like from the indies, the bigger stars. Now, guys coming over from WWE, there's a reason why they were in WWE. The reason why they are the vets and stuff like that.
Right.
So then they're coming over and they're shining over on the AEW guys. And there's a reason why they were in the big company like that. So now, if they're going over on the AEW talent, the smaller guys, eventually that build will build these guys up. So
that's
eventually,
that's what I'm trying to say. The way you're explaining,
eventually, when the AEW guys go over on these WWE
it's going to
guys,
mean
whatever,
that much more.
It's going to mean something, and it's going to put them. Their status is going to be like
Okay, that's exactly what I was trying to say. But you're a lot more.
You know, the other thing
that hold up, Mikey. It's like the whole thing when we were saying about with Kingston. If he would have went over on Punk, it would be just like when they did Kevin Owens going over on John Cena.
Yeah,
exactly.
First night in.
That's like the bigger picture with AEW.
It's not going to hurt Punk to let. Sorry, it's not going to hurt. It's not going to hurt Punk to lose to Eddie Kingston.
No, but it has to be in a nice, specific, big way.
Right.
It has to mean something.
But it's also, I also don't think it would. I don't think it elevated Punk to beat him either. I think it would have elevated the shit out of Kingston to beat Punk.
Yes,
and I think it hurt him a little bit to lose.
As we said, hopefully this is the beginning.
Not the end.
Punk did start getting booed though. I noticed that.
Yeah,
right toward the end.
Towards the end, yeah.
You know what, guys? I'm sorry, but we actually got off topic because we were getting ready to talk about the Inner Circle match. And
I forgot all about that.
And we went to that comment. Back to Inner Circle, Mikey against what's his name? Dan.
Yeah, we're saying about
Dan
that.
Lambert. Yeah, Dan Lambert on AEW TV plays the role of Jim Cornette.
Yes, I was going to say that.
And by the
he
way,
reminds me a lot of Jim Cornette.
Guy. And thing is, I love his promos. Lambert, ever since when he hit his first one from day one, I'm like, this dude can talk.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, holy shit.
He's done stuff in other companies before. He was at MLW for a while.
And, I did not know that. I did not know that at all.
I liked. I just want to bring up really quick one of the promos that he did that I loved, where he's like, you guys could jump, or no, he said a guy could jump off a building and go through 16 tables and land in dynamite or thumbtacks or whatever, and all you fans will go nuts for it, think it's the greatest thing ever, and you'll chant, "This is awesome," because you're all idiots or whatever. That was the funniest goddamn thing I heard in a long time.
That's probably true, though. He's right, though, because they would chant that. They would.
Speaking of Dan Lambert, let me just say one thing. I am admittedly a Jim Cornette guy, and people have asked me, like, why? Like, he hates everybody and he disrespects everything, blah, blah, blah. I don't listen to anything he says.
I think
right
he
there
should
with
be,
you,
though. That's the thing.
But people are like, oh, he should be like old man yells at cloud stuff. He should be ignored. And I'm always like, you know what? I've been in the wrestling business now for 20 years. Jim Cornette's got like 20 to 25 years on me. I could probably learn something from him. So whether it's what not to do or say, or what to do or say, if you think you can't learn from somebody that's been in for that long, then you're in the wrong business.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to give a quick shout out. One of our good friends just walked in the building, Nick Outman from Invictus Pro Wrestling, who will be here next week on the 20th here at Richfield Park. You want to check him out on Facebook. So if anytime he wants to jump up in here and say hi, he's more than welcome to. But yeah, and you know what? I had to go back and watch the main event because I ended up passing out.
We didn't finish the Inner Circle thing.
Oh,
I don't think. We
thought,
just talked about Dan Lambert.
to me,
You know,
to me,
I didn't see it.
it was finished when Lambert got his ass pinned in the middle of the ring.
Okay, well, I didn't even know that. That's what
yes.
happened.
Yeah, it was finished. But they literally
There's
beat
a
the
frog.
hell
He
out
got
of
hit with
each
a frog splash right at the end.
other. Dude, this match.
I
went
do
crazy.
think that was obvious though when he went on TV and said, "You know what? when they picked him to be the last guy on the team." And he, first of all, when he came out and said, "I'm the #1 member of America's Top Team," right there, I said, "Oh, that means he's going to be in the tag match."
Oh, definitely.
And then when they picked him to be in the tag match, I'm like, "Oh, that's the one they're going to beat."
I knew that was going to happen.
The what's it called? Demolition pinned Mr. Fuji at WrestleMania 5.
Yeah.
Because he's the weak link. Dan Lambert's the weak link. Why fight all these other guys? We can beat the crap out of the little kid and he's gonna lose. It seemed kind of
Yeah, yep. Exactly.
I have to go back and watch that too now.
Now, unfortunately, he didn't get to see it, but I did see it last night. Oh, he's over here dying. I did go back and watch the Hangman and Omega match today in the morning time.
About this too, when Bryan Danielson won the Miro match, to me in my head that meant, oh shit, Hangman's gonna win the main event because they're gonna tease Danielson and Omega, but they're not gonna let it happen.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as Danielson wins over Miro, in my head I'm like, oh shit, that means Omega's not gonna win because they're not gonna put Danielson and Omega together yet.
Because now I think they signed Okada, and I think AEW.
Oh, did they really?
I believe they did.
I heard rumors that they signed Jay Lethal.
He came out. He came out on stage.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed it. I fucking known that guy a million years. I had no idea. Well, now I have to. When did he come out?
During the show.
I fell asleep for a lot.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah. He was. It was Tony Schiavone, and he came out, and I think he used his Ric Flair voice.
Oh,
Schiavone. He's like, I always
that's
wanted to
brilliant.
do that.
I have got to see that.
So yeah. Hangman and
I didn't hear about Okada. That's
they
pretty cool.
Killed it. They killed it.
I gotta watch this.
I swear to God, I know.
Was there blood?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, it was blood on the part of Hangman.
Did he come out drinking a beer or anything?
No.
Excellent.
That's one of the things
Good.
I do want to touch upon at the end of this.
I hope they get rid of that part of his character altogether because of the John Moxley thing. Like I feel like
yes.
Oh yeah.
Well, you know what? I might as well just say it now because when he was celebrating in the ring, Dark Order came out on the stage. They're clapping away, and he waved them all to come down.
Right.
They're all standing in the ring. They went to throw him a beer. He threw that shit away.
Nice.
And hugged him without the beer. I was like, okay, here's.
So he's the champion now.
Yeah. So
okay,
here's.
So he's going to be like the serious.
Here's the start
champion.
of him non-drinking, I believe now.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. So.
Well, yeah, because he did the whole promo about I lost everything and blah blah blah, and then.
Yo, this match was great off the wall.
I gotta watch this.
Kenny Omega.
I'm not
proven why he is the best bout machine out there. But
I'm just not a fan.
I have a butt though.
Yes, you do have a very nice one.
Yes, I know. I feel that there is someone better than him, and I'm gonna go with Will Ospreay because here's the thing.
I'm just not a flip and fly high flyer.
I know,
really huge fan of that.
For
stuff.
all the great arsenal that he has in his
repertoire.
I was gonna say that. I had to get it out. Thank you. And you see how Omega bulked up now, more of a heavyweight, but he can still move and do those things.
Yeah.
Ospreay done the same thing. He has a more killer arsenal.
Have they ever wrestled each other?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't follow a lot of stuff.
But as far as I know, we might have to ask our good friend Mr. Bruno DeMeo, because he follows a lot of that New Japan stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I could YouTube it, right? Just been a while.
As far as Ospreay, he has so much more in his arsenal, and he bulked up.
Yeah.
And now he has his own clique over there too as well.
I did like
it's cool as shit though. I
did like the 3 or 4 Ospreay Ricochet matches a few years ago that were big. That was good.
See, I think that was. I'm not gonna say that was the starting point.
Right.
But everybody knew Ricochet could work.
Yeah.
And then him and Ospreay going head to head, putting on those great matches. Those phenomenal five-star matches or 6-star, whatever you want to call them, stars.
Oh God, star ratings.
And I know, but the fact of the matter is, like when, like me, I like old school technical wrestling.
Exactly. That's why I'm not a giant
But
like
when
Flip and
you
Fly fan.
But the thing is, when you have a crowd, you gotta give them a little bit of everything. If you have every match the same,
you do.
And the thing is, I hate when you go on
nowadays, yes.
Yeah, and then I hate when you go on some shows where they have automatically, oh man, we're gonna do a hardcore type match. I'm like, dude, you just came out to the show and you're saying, hey, we're having a hardcore. Why are you having a hardcore match? Was there a build up? Was there an angle? No, you're just having it.
It's just to have it.
Yeah. So
it's just
like,
to have violence on the show.
But as far as
it's a lot better when there's a build up to it.
Well, yeah. But back to Omega, he a lot of the matches that he had over in Japan, people here in the States did not ever get to see.
Right.
So bringing someone in like Okada, Brian Danielson Part 2, maybe, whatever. Bringing some of the matches that he had over here, and get the American fans a taste. And like I said, I really like to see Ospreay come over and do the same thing.
I'm not a big Kenny Omega fan. I discount him instantly because he's not trained. But I do. I mean, I'm sorry. I trained for 12 months. Kenny Omega is not trained, and I heard that from Kenny Omega. So if anyone tells me I'm wrong, go on his YouTube. Go on YouTube.
But he's doing pretty good for a guy who's not trained.
I was gonna say.
He's good in the ring. I'm not into like his facials, and I'm not into like his way of speaking, and
because he's more into, I guess,
I liked
anime
watching
life.
That's another thing. I'm not an anime fan either, but I like Omega in Japan better than I like him in the States, and I think
because it gets over more with the Japan people.
I think Okada carried him to a lot of great matches. Those were all their matches were good.
Yeah.
But I think Okada carried him. I don't think he had a lot to do with that. But I like him a lot better in New Japan, I think, than I do in AEW. And let me say, even though I'm not a big Flip and Fly fan or a High Flyer fan, or I never did that crap myself, but I would love to see Ricochet and Ospreay in AEW. I know Ricochet is under contract to another organization right now, but I'd like to see him in AEW. I think.
I would like to see a third company step up, which I want to see.
Can we get Pro Wrestling Magic a couple $1 million to
why not
step up their production and get a bigger arena or whatever, and then we can.
What I'm saying is that with New Japan Pro Wrestling, not too long ago they started doing
shows in the U.S.
Right? Yeah, sure, but. I would like to see them on the grand scale, so that way more American wrestlers can.
Are they doing?
American fans could actually.
Are they doing pay-per-views in this country yet, or no?
I
know some of their stuff is broadcast on their network or whatever.
Yes,
New Japan World.
Yeah, through apps and different stuff like that.
Yeah.
Plus,
they're not on.
Plus, through the app where I sent you to as well, they have stuff on there too as well.
Are they on like traditional pay-per-view like AEW and WWE?
I don't think so.
And who was still paying? I know people.
Which AEW is not on traditional, ain't it? Like
they're not.
The Bleacher Report.
Or they're on Bleacher Report and Fight TV. Last night they streamed on Facebook Live at Excalibur, said like 35 times. So was that free? I don't know. I didn't even try it, but I know people that still pay for WrestleMania on regular pay-per-view.
Yeah, instead of getting that
Peacock is $5 a month. It's even cheaper than
exactly. $5.
Why are you paying $60 for one event when you can pay $60 for the year? Plus, get all the old content.
Honestly, I miss WWE Network. I think their content was a lot better, and more well kept than Peacock.
Peacock said that they're not going to be finished bringing everything over until SummerSlam, but I think it's still not done.
Yeah, well, I feel Peacock watered down the.
There's a lot of editing that's been done supposedly.
So now going forth, let's talk about Hangman. What kind of champion do you see this gentleman? Being the face of AEW now currently, how long do you see him going with this?
Hopefully at least a year. I like a long build, and a year is not long, but nowadays a year is that's too long.
Exactly.
But I mean, I remember like Bruno Sammartino having the title for 4 years or 5 years, whatever it was.
See what I'm hoping is that when Moxley comes back, I'm hoping AEW does not do the thing where they throw him into the championship picture right away.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Just because he came back.
Yeah. You got to give some of these other guys, and I know Brian's already in the picture since he won the match for against Mero.
Yeah.
So he's already in the championship match picture.
Wait, him and Hangman are the finals, right? For that tournament or whatever.
I think it earned.
When does that match
I think
happen?
it earned him a title shot. I think
oh wait, was that the finals?
That was to be.
Okay.
Yeah, that was to be the
when
number
does
one
that match
contender.
happen? They didn't say when that match happens. Okay.
No, so
no, not yet.
Hopefully it'll be Hangman that comes out. That with him beating Kenny, taking the title.
Is Danielson undefeated right now?
Does he have one loss?
In AEW?
I thought
I think he has one loss though. I could be wrong.
I'd like to see, if he's undefeated, I'd like to see Hangman beat him.
No, you're right, because of fighting against Kenny Omega. Actually, that's where.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. But yeah,
I'd like to see Hangman beat him then.
Definitely, and push that run, and then eventually, eventually they got to give Hangman the Punk, and for Hangman to go over on Punk, that'd be even great too as well.
It's kind of weird that Danielson's already in the title picture and Punk is nowhere near it, and Punk I think is the bigger star.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't know if he's the bigger star out.
I don't know. I mean,
if you listen to the crowd reactions when
he's
they both
only
debuted,
bigger
I think
because
Punk is
they want to hear the bullshit that comes out of his mouth from the start when he was gone for 7 years and then he came back. People want to hear. They want to hear. That's why. Because now
now it hasn't.
But also with Bryan Danielson. Brian still has the yes. The crowd still does the yes chance, so he's got the yes movement over there.
Well, it's not even about that. The thing is, he was still in the picture of wrestling because he was still with WWE at the time.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing.
And Punk was away for.
He
7
just
years.
moved companies.
So,
Punk moved careers completely. I mean, he left, and there he is now.
Yeah. So, so with that being said, we're seeing Hangman probably for the next year. I definitely want to see him. I definitely want to see him go over on those two gentlemen. I do not want to see him drop the title even to Moxley as well. I want him to go strong. And if he has to drop it back to the former champion at a much later.
Which one, Omega or Hangman?
No, drop it to Omega back at a like.
I'm saying if Danielson wins it, who would you like to see him? Who would you like to see him in the future?
If Danielson wins it,
if they put the title on Danielson, would you like to see him drop it to Hangman or Omega?
I would say give it back.
I think those three.
Give it back to Hangman.
I think those three guys trading the title for like a year would be kind of cool.
But not
like every month.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It has to be a long.
That's what I mean. You give a guy 6-8 months with the belt, and then boom, somebody else takes it for the next 6 months, or whatever, and then they do like a 3-way. Hey, Danielson just comes out of nowhere and he takes it for the next year or whatever.
Here we go. We got Danielson singles record 7.
That's right.
0-1. So I guess the one's a tie. He tied.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
So he's not undefeated.
Thank you, the Atlanta Thrasher on
But
Twitch.
technically he didn't lose either. So. So what is Punk now? Punk is 7-0.
Well, he just said 7.
No, he said Danielson.
Well,
I'm saying what is CM Punk?
What's Punk's record? I know he hasn't lost yet. So
I think, right?
He
hasn't lost yet. Nope.
So with that being said, that was our simple review of AEW Full Gear. So now tonight here live in Ridgefield Park, there will be Pro Wrestling Magic. If you don't know who they are, check them out on Facebook at Pro Wrestling Magic. I believe they're on Twitter, and
Twitter is at Wrestling Magic.
At Wrestling Magic. Yeah, they're on all social media. But yeah, go to Pro Wrestling Magic on Facebook, and I'm sure they can link you up to all their other social medias as well. They will have tonight Buddy Matthews, aka formerly known as Buddy Murphy, who was in the WWE, which now he's free at last. Thank God he's free at last. So we get to see him here live tonight. Thursday night, Friday night, he was in at Hog going against the Amazing Red.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I did not get to see that. Apparently,
did
it
not
was
either.
live. I think it was on IWTV or something. I forget what it was on. Somebody mentioned to me, and I missed out on that. But I will get to see him here tonight, so that'd be great. As well, there's a whole host of other matches. From what I got from my notes here, sorry folks. Wrong paper. All right, they got some dark matches starting at doors open at 5:00. Got some dark matches starting at 5:15. The pre-show starts at 5:30, and the main show starts at 6 p.m. So you don't want to miss out. You want to get your tickets definitely.
I think there's
as
two.
Buddy Matthews taking on Ace Romero. You got Erica Lee, the Pro Wrestling Magic heavyweight champion, taking on Jay George, one of your favorites now.
Yeah, a new favorite of mine, especially that entrance.
They're going head to head. And we said Donovan taking on Vinny Pacifico, as well as we have the Dark Arts champion, Everett Cross, as he's going against the Love Dog. Love Doug. I don't know why I said dog. And you're going to see a whole host of others here that night. You're going to see Smiley, Vargas, Robbie Radke, American Murder Society. Jordan Blade will be here. Masha Slamovich will be here in attendance because she was here
last night
as she took on Darius Carter.
She is they killed each other last. I've known her since about 2010, before she got in the business, and she was always talking about, one day I'm going to get in there, one day I'm going to do this. This is what I love. This is my passion, blah, blah. And I used to give her advice. So it's kind of weird for me to now be retired from the in-ring stuff and now seeing her all over the world. I think it's awesome.
I know to fill in.
Her and I talk all the time, and I'm always like, every time I talk to her, I'm like, this is just amazing. Like, I love seeing her name everywhere. Like back in the day, again, I was doing this exact thing we're doing now. I was doing live online radio or whatever for years, and she would always be in my chat room like, this is awesome. I'm going to do this one day, and I'm going to do this. And now to see her doing that, I'm like, this is amazing. So every time I see her, I'm like, this is great. I watched her. I went to AEW Newark in September. She had a match on that show. I'm like, Jesus, this is amazing. So I cannot wait to see her again tonight. I love that girl. She's going to kill somebody one day, I hope. She killed Darius Carter last night.
Yes.
They beat the dog out of each other. I mean, Jesus Christmas. See, matches like that make me happy that I'm retired.
I love those Germans with the bridge.
Oh, God. Those bridges are just amazing. Like I said, the seeing stuff like that makes me happy that I'm retired because I don't have to deal with that anymore. I've had enough surgeries. I've broken my neck. I broke my spine. I've had enough. But let them let the younger people take care of that now. But man, did they kill each other last night. I fear for I think she's wrestling Jordan Blade tonight is what I saw on the Twitter. I fear for Jordan Blade after last night. If last night is an example of I guess Masha's current attitude or what kind of mood she's in this weekend alone, I fear for Jordan Blade.
Speaking of somebody killing themselves last night,
well, that's a weird segue.
Well, you said. Well, I'm just going off of what you said about about the way she killed
Darius. Wait. Let me hold on. Let me cut you off on one.
Trey Felipe.
Let me cut you off really quick. One more thing about that match. How Darius Carter is not on weekly national television somewhere is absolutely beyond me. That guy deserves the world. I have been a huge fan of since I met him in 2004, 2005, 2006, somewhere in Pennsylvania, I believe, at a show in Tamaqua, if I remember correctly, but for Extreme Hybrid Wrestling. But that guy is just the not to steal a name from AEW, but that guy is the pinnacle right now of everything that a talent should have. Darius Carter exudes it tenfold. I don't know why that guy's not on TV somewhere every week, unless it's his own choice not to be. I think it's a mistake for AEW, for whoever, NXT. Well, I don't know if there's a Ring of Honor anymore, but anybody, are you kidding me? Snap this guy up, man. Grab him. He's not going to be free for long.
It's funny because there's so much talent out there that should be somewhere But at the same time, we always look at, you know,
There's so many
they
guys,
are limited
though.
with their space. It's like sports with their salary caps. You know, they only got so
Yeah.
many spots.
It's the same thing with like WWE. They've got like 200 something talent signed.
Some-
Like
and
that's
some they gotta let
way
go just
too
to bring
much.
others in.
Right, and they're letting people go for budget cuts or whatever.
And
But
sometimes they let
there's
go.
just such a huge roster. Same thing. I think AEW's roster is too big right now. I mean, there's
Sometimes they let the wrong ones go and bring the wrong ones in too.
yeah. But I personally think Darius Carter should be way up here above the independents. Not that there's anything wrong with that, you know what I'm saying? I'm still an indie guy, but again, why he's not on national television every week is just beyond me. If I had a company and if I had national TV, I would be scouting every independent I could, and he would be one of my top tier picks.
Hey, we're not going to be broadcasting.
And by the way, Darius, I don't have change for the money you gave me to say that.
We're not going to be broadcasting live tonight, but Pro Wrestling Magic will. So, Mikey, if you want to be a part of the show with us, I don't know if you have the IWTV app. It's only like $100 a month, and you get to watch pro wrestling from all over.
$100 a month.
I mean, $100 for the year. My bad. Oops, sorry. If they get $100 a month, I want a cut of that. No, it's $100 for the whole year.
Oh my God.
It's $100 for the whole year. You can get the IWTV app, and you get to watch pro wrestling from all over, and you can watch this here tonight live. When they go live, you can watch it at home. So you can be a part of some of these shows that we attend ourselves, that we do, and plus you can pick and see some shows from on the West Coast as well, and some stuff from Mexico and Japan stuff, so overseas. So you get to see a bunch of variety of different stuff and learn about new stars.
That's
all over.
awesome.
So yeah, I suggest anyone watching, if you don't have IWTV, cheap plug. This is not an it's not. I'm not getting paid for this endorsement, but yeah, please, I endorse them though. Also tonight you'll see the tag team champions, the Meat Locker, as they are taking on MSP, as well as Saeed Al Sabah. You'll see also Trey Felipe. And speaking of Trey Felipe, and we said about killing
him and Crowbar.
He almost killed himself last night. Well, Crowbar almost killed him with that Frankensteiner off the top rope.
Yeah.
He came landing flat down on his head. Something similar happened to me with a guy by the name of Mike Marvel. But it was
that was your boy.
But but here in this particular in this ring here, Crowbar had Felipe on the top rope
there
on that corner right there. He gave him the Frankensteiner. Felipe didn't get the full rotation over, so he came down on his head. Me, on the other hand, I was a guy giving Marvel the Frankensteiner. Apparently, the ropes were a little bit loose, so I didn't get that full spring. So I caught him right here with my legs instead of up here.
Yeah.
So I didn't get that full hook, and when I came down upside down on the top of back of my neck and stuff. God. Of course, our man John Salinas sent me a slow motion clip of that, which I love to see the full match, because me and Marvel actually literally beat the piss out of each other.
I would love to see this.
And it was
that spot,
and it was a last man standing match, and after that, there in the corner, it literally was last man. It seriously was. I climbed up. I don't know how I did it. I got to the top. Holding on the top rope, I let go. I was staying on to the ref counted the 10. Marvel, when he came off the top, he actually crashed through crashed onto a ladder that was laid there.
Yeah.
So his back was all. So basically, I managed to stand up. As soon as he said 10 and rang the bell, I fell flat.
Yeah.
I fell flat. I was done.
I had a moment like that once in North Carolina. I was working for PPW, Power Pro Wrestling, and I was wrestling Caprice Coleman from Ring of Honor. And I used to do this second. So Ric Flair always had his spot where the guy would go to the rope. He would do the flip and miss it all the time. Angle would always miss that moonsault off the top rope.
Yes.
So I had a similar spot where I would always do a second rope flipping senton bomb, and I would always miss it. And that was our even off spot. So I would always miss that move. I think I only hit it one time. It's because the guy I was wrestling made a mistake. And
never heard of him. Never heard of Frankie Phil. I don't know who that is.
Is that the IWF guy?
Huh?
I know that name.
No, that's Pat. That's Pat. Chapman.
Oh, okay.
That was his name.
So I always did that second rope senton. So there's one point in the match where Caprice grabs me for the draping DDT, which is the Randy Orton move. From the outside of the ring into the ring, he drapes you on the second rope.
Yep.
He had me so tight I couldn't protect my head, so I came right down to my head. I was instantly knocked loopy, and I was like, "Whoa, I don't know what's going on." So, we were supposed to kind of get up from that, and I was going to do the senton, and I couldn't even. I got to the second rope, I couldn't even do it. I just ended up doing like a Matt Hardy second rope leg drop because I couldn't. I was loopy, and then after the leg drop, after the leg drop, I hit him, and I just laid there, and I hit him obviously sitting up because I was doing a leg drop, but then I just laid back, and I'm like, all right, I can't go anymore. Just whatever, just end this right here. And I told the ref, I'm like, I don't think I can continue. Caprice took advantage of that and pinned me. I was trying to talk to the referee at that point, and Caprice was like, I'm just gonna kill you. So he beat me, and then he got up and he screamed the line from South Park. Oh my God, he screamed, oh my God, I killed Joey. And it was hilarious, and they had to carry me out, and I didn't remember the rest of the night until I left.
I have to make a comment because as soon as you mentioned South Park, it popped in my head. Me and my old partner JoJo, working as a Dark Carnival, we took on the team called Black and Nerdy. One was black and one was nerdy.
I figured that part out.
So
was he a black guy or his name was black?
No, he was a black guy.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, we're beating the piss out of these guys. They get some greenhorn comebacks, this and that. So it was like just about anything goes. So we're like grabbing random. So we had a roll of paper towels. We're beating them. Come to the ring. Also, we had these straps like that you can do a bull rope with or whatever.
Yeah.
But they were like whatever kind of strap. So anyway, we took one. We took the nerdy one. We literally tied him to the pole outside.
Yeah.
So he couldn't go nowhere. So we beat the shit out of his boy. He literally, we tied it around his partner's neck.
Oh my God.
We whipped him, pulled it, took the pump.
Oh my God.
Someone yelled, oh my God, they killed Kenny. Funny part about it is his real name was Kenny. that was the funny part about that part. That's why it says.
Wait, who were the two guys in that tag team?
Black and Nerdy.
No.
Be Firm. The one was the white guy's name, and the other one was what the hell was his name?
I don't recognize that team name.
They were from down in Delaware.
Okay.
FWF for Funky White Boy and JD Smooth.
Okay.
For down there, yeah, they back then they were still really green.
Yeah.
So they were trying to get
green
them,
and nerdy.
They were trying to get them
black
over.
and nerdy and green.
Yeah. So a lot of times they like us having to work into greenies to help them get over.
Yeah.
So
speaking of black guys, the Rep last night debuted in Pro Wrestling Magic.
Yes, against
Nate Wallace and Dave McCall.
Yeah. Against the American Murder Society.
I love the Rep. I've loved those guys for years. But Jesus, did you see the way they were beaten? I thought they liked white people. Did you see the way they were beating those guys? I don't remember if it's
Alex Raymond took the worst of it.
Yeah, I saw him limping around like 3 or 4 matches later, and he came up to me. I was right over there, and he came up and said hello. He's like, "Oh man, I thought that was you." Oh no, you know what? I'm sorry, it was outside. He's like, "Oh, I thought I saw you while we were in the ring." I'm like, "Yeah. How are you?" He's like, "I'm freaking beat up," and he was limping all around for the last half of the show. I'm like, Jesus, but I have it on record as Dave McCall from the Rep saying that I'm the coolest white guy they've ever met. Sweet. So eat that, AJ Evers, who used to be their favorite white guy. I love those guys, by the way. I'm so bummed I didn't get a picture. They wrestled somewhere else last night after here. And I spoke to both of them last night, and they were like, "Oh man, we did a double shot. We left right after our match." we were out of the Nate Wallace this morning.
We were done here about 6:30, 7 o'clock, something like that. So
yeah, because I was home by 7:30, and I'm about 15 minutes from here. So 7. Well, yeah, because I left after I hung out for a while. But yeah, I love the Rep, and they no pun intended, they murdered American Murder Society. Although they didn't win the match, but they kicked the crap out of those guys.
All right. We've been on probably for about an hour and a half right now, but before we go, since we got you here, first time ever.
Yeah.
That Image
Yeah.
guy, Joey Image. Tell us a little bit about yourself. I guess you want to give a summary, and then I guess as time goes on, we can get you on the show more often from home, and
Yeah, man.
and we can shoot the shit. Make Joey Image one of our new analysts.
Analysts?
Yeah, you can be one of our new analysts from home.
What does she look like?
$20 is $20.
Wait a minute, you charged me 25.
Yeah, well, okay.
No change?
Nope.
Oh man, what do you want to know about me? I am Joey Image, your Italian hero.
Hey, Paisan.
Yes. I don't know. For those viewers or listeners that don't know who I am, which is probably all of you, I started training in December 19th, 1999, which, little trivia fact, that was Bruno De Maio's first match, was that on that date. Sweet. Actually, I think it was him and Joey T, the Hardcore Mafia, both of their first match on that night as a tag team. Anyway, I trained from then, and the rest is history. I retired June 20th.
With your final 5 for Grand Slam Wrestling.
Yes.
They were some great shows. My favorite moment was you're in the ring, out of nowhere, here comes the streamers.
Oh, I had no idea. Brad set that up. our buddy Brad DeMaio, Bruno DeMaio, set that up, and I didn't know until later. But I did notice that they were red, white, and green, which is Italian flag colors.
Yeah.
So I stopped in 2015 because I broke my neck at the end of 2013. In fact, I had a really cool conversation with Preacher last night at the show because he broke his neck twice. And now he's back wrestling. And I'm like, man, how do you do that? My doctor told me, like, no way. But the problem is I also broke my spine, and I've had 2 surgeries on that. So the combination of those 2 injuries makes me no longer able to wrestle. But just too much of a physical risk. But yeah, so I broke my neck the end of 2012, November 10th to be exact. I still wrestled until the end of January 2013 on it. Broken, didn't know. I just knew it hurt. Didn't really know it was broken. So after I went and got it looked at, I was like, okay, I guess I'm done. So I did my final 5 series of matches. And I stopped June 20th. It was either June 20th or June 2015. I think it was June 20th, 2015. And since then, I've done a lot of commentary. I've done a lot of backstage stuff. I've done the GM gimmick. Commentary, by the way, aside from being in ring, commentary is the most fun thing you could do.
You know who I would love to hear on commentary together? Like if I was running shows, I would like to have you and Peter DeLong.
I don't think I've ever done commentary with Pete.
Glad Bad.
I love Pete. I don't think I've ever done commentary with him.
I heard some of his stuff, and it just.
I feel like maybe we did once or twice.
Maybe these are destined.
Just for like a match or 2, but not an entire event.
I think you two are destined to be.
Destined to be together.
Now, do you ever have that itch to get back in the ring, though? I know I have it all the time.
Every day, every minute of every day. In fact, that's what I was talking to Preacher about last night. Like, man, I want to wrestle again. How do I do this?
I've been floating the idea, if I ever came back, not as a single, I would want to do either a tag team, a group, or a 6-man.
A tag team would be great because you don't have to do the entire match yourself.
If anything, I would like to make the offer if old school vets of ourselves, we make the comeback together. I'll take the heat because I'll just lay down for them. or we can do the thing where we become.
Wait a minute, we
only work battle royals.
We could be the All-American Retired Professionals, AARP. That's it.
AARP, that's us. Thank you. We got
AARP of wrestling.
2 old dudes that can't do it no more.
John Salinas,
All-American Retired Professionals, right? All-American Retired Pros, right?
GSW, that's where we will.
I don't know if there's any of that. If there's even a GSW anymore.
Well,
it's been a while.
We have to make it happen. We have to.
Pre-pandemic was the last time we had a show, which was actually it was a month before the pandemic kind of kicked in. So. It's not anyone's fault. It's the world's fault that we haven't had an event.
Yeah. And how were you dealing with the whole pandemic situation?
Oh man, I was I had to get a day job after I stopped wrestling. So obviously, I mean, I had to make ends meet. So I still had to work because the business that I was in at the time made broadcast television cameras.
Okay.
Or the company, I should say, that I was in. So I still had to go there because TV didn't stop. So we were considered an essential business. So I was still working every day. It was life didn't change much for me except I didn't go out at night.
The funny part about me, like I where I worked, I was considered an essential worker, being security for a building and all like that. But apparently, then our building shut down.
Oh, so
but I still got paid to sit home though.
Oh, see, that's nice.
I did not have to collect.
That's a nice WCW contract.
Yeah,
right there.
I did not have to collect. They actually literally paid me salary.
Oh, see, I got lucky because my job at the time, we were regular 5 days a week. Because of the New Jersey restrictions at the time, we cut down to 3 days a week. But we were only getting paid for the 3 days. So the 2 days that we were off, they let us collect partial unemployment. And because I was collecting unemployment, I was able to get that extra $600 a week too.
You say
yes. Yes, that's what I was saying before. I said, "Wait a minute, is that so and so?" And I forgot what I said now. But
the bowling alley.
Yeah, AMC Boulevard Lanes, not AMC. It was something else. It was AMC.
I'm not sure. It's been a long time.
Damn it.
AMF or something like that, right?
Something like that. It was Boulevard Lanes in Philadelphia. When I was
Boulevard Lanes. Yeah, I remember that though.
Yeah, when I was doing commentary for Steve Carino's World One, which I loved. I was going to start wrestling there, and then he stopped running shows.
Yeah.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've been on here for like an hour and 36 minutes. I'd like to say thank you to my man, my compadre, my homeboy, my AARP tag team partner right now.
Team partner.
Yeah. Mr. That image guy, Joey Image.
That's funny, man. We should do that.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Joey.
What if here's the gimmick, right? Because we both I know physically
we're both beat up, we're hurt.
I know physically I can't bump because of my broken neck and
I
back.
could probably bump.
But
I just gotta get back into doing it.
What if the bell rings? What if we take so long to get to the ring that the ref is like, you know what? I gotta start this match. We only have a certain amount of time.
And you get counted out by the time you get there.
Yes, exactly. And we can't even. We're so old. We walk so slow. We just get counted out before we get to the ring. Then we don't have to bump.
Exactly.
We can still get booked. Hopefully, get paid, and don't have to bump or get hurt or nothing.
Sounds good. And it's our way of putting greenies over. We can work the greenies and they can go over.
Yes,
they didn't have to do it. So that means they didn't have to.
A guy could have 30 wins and take 0 bumps against us because we didn't even get in the ring yet.
Exactly.
Brilliant.
We want a rematch. Oh, you're over again.
Yeah. We want a rematch. Hold on. I'm still driving to the event. Oh, the bell already rang.
All right. So I want to thank everyone for tuning in, whether it's on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, where I believe we have a new fan, the Atlanta Thrasher, as he's been chiming in the whole time.
Oh my God, too old Scorpio, too old. That's hilarious. I'm gonna change from Gemini to Scorpio just to use that name.
So, what did he say there? God help.
I like this.
All right. We've been on long enough. It's show day here at the Knights of Columbus in Ridgefield Park. Pro Wrestling Magic. Check them out for more details on how to get tickets. If you're in the area or if you're in driving distance, you can probably go online. You can probably order the tickets online or get them here straight.
106 Bergen Ave in Ridgefield Park, New Jersey.
Yes,
tonight.
What he said.
Yes, what I said.
So yeah, Pro Wrestling Magic going on live tonight here at the Knights of Columbus. Check them out online. Like I said, find ways how you can get here, transportation wise, get your tickets.
Uber. Just Uber here if you have.
You don't want to miss it. Buddy Matthews will be here as well. And don't forget, next week, same building, same location, Invictus Pro Wrestling will be here on the 20th. So check them out on Facebook as well.
I'll say this: the first 30 people that Uber here tonight, I will drive you home after the event.
If you're in a blocks range, maybe. If you're in a blocks range.
If you live walking distance from the venue, I'll drive you home.
Gas is tight right now. Gentlemen, welcome.
Right at the end of the show.
I just see more of
the magic guys.
The executives. The executives PWM are showing up here as well. The camera crew, the lighting crew, just people slowly making their way in. And if you like what you heard, don't forget to check us out online at BodySlamsPodcast.com. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit those notification buttons to know when we are online. View us on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, like, share, and comment on the Twitter as well, and Instagram. And if you want to hear us on the go, like I said before, we are on audio platforms. Just Google us. You'll find Body Slams podcast, as well as you'll hear our Breakfast and Body Slam show, our Thursday night slams when we have guests, and our pop-up pipe bombs will happen anytime, anywhere, with anyone. So with that being said, for my man Mikey, the Saint Bernard, the better Bernard,
that's
that
right,
Image guy, Joey Image, I'm Cheeto Frost. You're watching Breakfast and Body Slams, and we are out. Peace.
Peace.
Oh, that was fun. Now, and it takes a while for it to end, so we just shimmy.
Like,
Yeah.
are we done yet?
Yeah, we're almost done. Yeah, it's going off here. Don't worry, folks. It'll cut off eventually, but you still get to see these pretty faces. Look at the AARP team. That's us.
All American.